What's up, family? Now, I want to talk about cover calls and the strategy with cover calls, right? XRP up 251, 8%. What we got? Bitcoin up. It was down to 90. It's up, 94. Looking pretty good, family. So that's why we want to be consistently putting that $5 in here every day of the week, right? Monday through Friday, we putting $5 a day in here, right? Because if we not, we wasting it on coffee, chips, pop, donuts, honey buns, and we ain't trying to move like that, right? We ain't trying to move like that. Now, what I want to talk about is cover calls, right? And this is Misty. We still down a little bit on that. But you hop in here, right? And you see up top where it says builder and it has that stair step beside it. Now, what that represents are the expiration dates. January 17th, February 21st, my birthday, April 17th, and July 18th, right? Now, let's go to January 17th and understand that when you're on January 17th, every contract in this options chain expires January 17th if you're under January 17th, right? Up at the top, those are the expiration dates. So that's how long you have to make money before the contract expires, right? And at the top, you see where it says buy, sell, buy, sell. Y'all see that? Buy. Now, if you notice, let's take $30 contract, right? So if you look at the $30 contract right here, it's the $30 contract. If you go down, look up under it, it says minus 48.57% today. And then if you go to the left, it says $30 call. Then under that, it says break even, $30.18. So that's telling you that this has to go to $30.18 for you to double your money or for you to get your premium back. So understand that, right? And then this break even price is how much percent you have to get to that break even price, right? Now, when you buying a call, you're buying a call, and you see that says 0.25. You have to times that times 100 shares, right? So any number you see over here, like 50 cents, 25 cents, you have to times that times 100 so that you get the price of $25, right? Understand that. Let me show you. Like if I was to go in here and try to buy this, buy. You see at the bottom where it says max cost, it says $25.04. Let me break that down for you. You see that? It says 25 cents times 100 multiplier times one contract. So it's telling you one contract equals 25 cents times 100 shares, right? To equal one contract. So that's how you get your price of $25. And then the 4 cents for a regulatory fee per contract, right? So let me show you a little something on selling calls, right? Now, sell, buy. You see what happens? See, look at the break even, 3.64% on $30 contract when I press sell. You see that it says chance for profit now, 84.04%, right? And what that is now this becomes a credit. Instead of you buying it, now you're getting credit this $10, right? So let's get in here and see. And like, let's say I was to go in here and sell one contract. The estimated credit would be $9.96 because 10 cents times 100 times one contract, like let's say I had two contracts, it would be $19, right? I would have to have 200 shares though. So it's 100 shares per 100 contracts, right? So that's how you come up with the fees and how you get the credit in the price that you have to pay. That's the premium that you will receive if somebody buys that contract, right? Now, telling you this is how you make money with the $30 call. Let's say we hit this $30 call and the share price is right here at $29.13. That's the share price. Now, if that share price doesn't get above $30.18 before January 17th, then I can collect that $10 premium and I'll get all of my shares allotted back to me. Now, what would happen if it went to $31? Now, what would happen is I would collect that $10 premium and it would sell my shares at $30 if it passed $30.18 by the 17th. It would call off my shares and it would sell at $30. So it would give me a credit for what my 100 shares was worth at $30. You see what I'm saying? So this is how you sell and collect premiums. Like, let's say you had pushed it out a little bit. Let's say to April 17th. Now you get more of a premium, right? See how the premiums change? You get more of a premium as a credit, but it has to go. See that break-even price? It says $31.60 now. So now you have a little bit more wiggle room because you have a longer date set out, right? So if it doesn't get to $31.60 by April 17th, then you collect the $120 and you'll get your shares back, right? So that's just a little way on how you can collect profit once you're holding a whole bunch of shares. You see what I'm saying, family? Because when you're holding a whole bunch of shares, you're kind of just waiting for it to pay you, or you're waiting for it to make a big move so you can sell some off and buy something else, right? And try to keep your money growing. You understand? So what I basically wanted to show y'all is how to set the cover calls. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I did. We hopped in here, trade options, and up at the top is your expiration date, 17th to 21st. And where you see $30, $31, $32, those are your strike prices, right? And then where you see 10 cents, 5 cents, 30 cents, these are your premiums. Now, if you're buying the premium, the 25 cents, the 50 cents, or $50, that's what you have to pay. And if you're selling the $10, the $30, that's what you receive as a credit, right? When you're taking a chance and you're selling a cover call on your shares, right? But this is just something to show you what cover calls is about and give you like a little informational video on how to even get into these options and what these things mean, right? Now that's all I'm gonna go for today. I'm gonna teach you about theta and delta. That's another video. But y'all stay tuned, family. I love y'all. Peace.